Hello everybody, welcome back to more Sonic Adventure. Last time we did all of Sonic's levels and got all of his emblems. Now we're going to do Tails. So Tails luckily only has a few levels. We only have 5 levels to go through, so we won't have that much to play through. I forget what Tails' level Bs are. I want to say they're also rings. Yeah, collect 50 rings and beat Sonic. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh wait, that's right. Sonic can also collect rings. I forget about that. I forget Sonic can collect rings as well. I thought I collected 8 rings there, but no, Sonic collected 8 rings there.
Hey, Tails.
Yeah, Sonic, what's up? I'm collecting rings here. We can beat Sonic, it's just collecting the rings part. This level doesn't have a whole lot of rings as it is, so... Gotta be meticulously cautious about that. I don't really know what to talk about. I didn't prepare questions this time, so... I'll just talk about potatoes. What are your favorite potatoes? I don't know. Can you guys still tell I'm still dead from the last video? I'm doing these back to back. I still have time, so I decided to record more. But shit. So I'm still kind of on that high of, man, nostalgia, also old YouTubers, also fuck. Casinopolis. At least Tails' Casinopolis is gonna be easy. I don't really know what else to say, really. Like, I could still go on about, like, old YouTubers. I can't really think about any other old YouTubers I watched as a kid. Really, all I can think about is GNR Fan, Super Skarmory, PewDiePie. I was speaking more on about, like, talking about channels that not that many people know about, but I somehow found as a kid. But the only people I can think of is Super Skarmory, GNR Fan. There's this other channel I cannot remember the name of, but the only reason why I know of that channel is that they did a Heavy Rain Let's Play, and that's one of the other reasons why I bought a PS3. I wanted to play Heavy Rain, which is weird because watching a Let's Play of Heavy Rain is like playing Heavy Rain, because it's just a fucking movie. But like, fuck, there is this channel out there that did a Let's Play of Heavy Rain, and I cannot remember for the life of me what the channel name was. It had something to do with fire. There was something fire related was in the name, and I cannot remember anything. I think he did a Let's Play of LA Noire. I'm sure someone can find it for me, but damn. There's this other channel, I also cannot remember. Someone did a Let's Play of the Clannad visual novel, and it was a fan-made English translation. This was like way before we got it. So, I don't remember. It was so long ago, though. I feel like an era back then was Mario ROM hacking. I feel like that was like a huge thing, because there was a lot of channels that did that. It was like a group of people, too. Like, they were like their own little friend group that would occasionally like collab with each other, and they all did Mario ROM hacks. One of the bigger ones that still does content today is Proton John. But aside from doing Runaway Guys, I don't think Proton John does his own content anymore. I think he streams occasionally, but as for like YouTube content, I don't know if he still does that. It has been a while since I last went on his channel. But man, his Mario ROM hack videos were something I always watched as a kid. And then there was, like, again, a smaller group of Mario ROM hackers. There was I think his name was Ozrablade? Hold on, I'm looking up his name. Ozrablade 49. He did a lot of Mario ROM hacks, and he was like the main one I watched. He does have a lot of views, so some of you might know him. But yeah, I watched so much of his content. So much. I don't know if he still... He doesn't do content on YouTube anymore. Because I think... Yeah, he married Icon Girl, which is another YouTuber that did Mario ROM hacks. And they have their own channel called Spilled Rings, which hasn't uploaded in 4 years. Are they okay? I hope they're okay. That was just crazy to me, though. Like, there was this small group of YouTubers that did Mario ROM hacking. They were all friends. They all did... Oh, Icon Girl deleted all of her content? Oh, wait, okay, it's still here. All of her content's still here. I think maybe they're all just unlisted. God damn, I got scared for a second. I thought another piece of my childhood was gone. But yeah, some of you probably know those two. They have a lot of subscribers. I don't know if they still do content. It doesn't look like they do. But I hope they're doing well. God, that was such a weird era of YouTube. That unlocked so many memories. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is with me recently. I've been very nostalgic. Last night, me and my girlfriend watched a bunch of, like, if you were born between this and this will give you nostalgia. But no shit. When I watched that video and they played the opening to The Wiggles, that opened a fucking memory in me. I was like, oh my fucking god, oh my god, I missed that. I was like, oh my god, The Wiggles were a thing. Holy shit. I'll never be the same remembering that The Wiggles are a thing. Fucking hell. And then I was reminded of Word World, and I was like, oh my god, that was also a show. Oh, I was supposed to, god damn it, I was supposed to collect 50 rings. I was so focused on winning, I didn't even fucking, god damn it, I'm a dumbass. I guess that's a topic for the comments. What gets you nostalgic? Is there a certain song that triggers your nostalgia? Is there like a certain game that you play that triggers your nostalgia? Let me know what you get nostalgic over. It's so weird to me, because I'm, like, for me, for nostalgia to really affect me in the way I wanted to, I'd have to play a game that I played a lot as a kid, but the problem is I surrounded god damn, I cannot speak. I surround myself with video games every single day. How the fuck did I miss this? So the problem with that is because I surround myself with games 24/7, I don't feel nostalgic towards the old games I play because I see it every day. Sonic Adventure, this game. I played this game for hours and hours and hours as a kid. So playing it should make me feel nostalgic, but I play it almost every day anyway, so I don't feel nostalgic for it. I just feel like I'm doing what I've always been doing. Playing video games. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm restarting that one entirely. So the stupid thing about restarting in this game is that if you restart, if you like manually pause and then hit restart, sure, it'll take you to the last checkpoint, but it doesn't refill the item boxes you grabbed. And the item boxes were like the main thing that was getting me the rings. So, god, if you want to respawn the item boxes, you have to quit the level entirely, which is stupid. So this video is already longer than it should be because of this fucking level and my dumbass. It shouldn't even be that hard. God damn. Are you kidding me? Swear to god, the other one is a one ring. I'm gonna be mad. But yeah, nostalgia is a weird thing. Like, the things I want to feel nostalgic for, I can't feel nostalgia for because I surround myself with it every day. Alright, there we go. We finished the level. Like, I'm trying to think of a video game that I played that made me feel nostalgic. The last time I felt nostalgic for a game. Alright, well, I remember I'm gonna start Speed Highway. I'm looking at all of my games right now, trying to think, is there a game that made me feel nostalgic? Like, what was the most recent? So, aside from, like, video game nostalgia, I think the only thing that hits me with nostalgia nowadays is if I watch, like, a opening of an old show I used to watch. Like, that's why the Wiggles thing hit me so hard, because I used to watch the Wiggles a lot when I was very young. I can't believe I even forgot about that, because that was, like, a huge part of my childhood. So yeah, it sucks that I can't really feel that nostalgia anymore, because I play those games every day anyway, so nostalgia doesn't really hit me the same way.
That wasn't too bad.
Now we're gonna do his A levels, which is just beat the character but faster. You see, beat an even faster Sonic, no worries. He won't even catch up to me, that's for damn sure. Wait, where am I going? Where am I? Hello? Okay, here we go. I got really lost there for a second. I'm dead! Well, fuck. Where did I left off? It'll come back to me eventually. I think I was talking about something about the Wiggles or something. I said something like 4 times during that whole sentence when I only needed to say it once. You see how bad I am at English?
That wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad. If you say so, Tails. Oh, I was gonna say, what would make me feel nostalgic about a video game again? Fuck. This is gonna be a very, very weird and very, like, minute thing. Because it is such a weird thing that I even have to consider. So, if you guys are aware of a video game called Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2, you may or may not have known that game kind of has two separate soundtracks. Because I think that game was released around the same time where they were facing, like, oh shit, all of our songs are just, like, remixes of already existing songs. This could be plagiarism. So they were like, they fired the guy that made, like, the old soundtracks that I'm very nostalgic over. And because of that, they replaced the original Raging Blast 2 soundtrack with the soundtrack from Tenkaichi 2, which I don't think is as good as the original Raging Blast 2 soundtrack. Because the opening for Raging Blast 2, the original for it, oh, it's so badass. But anyways, yeah, I think that would be the only thing that would hit me with nostalgic again, is watching, like, receiving a copy of the original of the game. If I found a copy of Raging Blast 2 with the original soundtrack on it, I think that would hit me with more nostalgia right now. Because, like I said, god damn, am I not going to be able to beat Sonic? Okay, good, we beat Sonic. So yeah, if you haven't heard of it, go listen to it. If you've played Raging Blast 2, you may have listened to the original, or you may have listened to the one from Tenkaichi 2. And that's the thing, like, it's a 360 PS3 game, so you would think, couldn't they just patch it in? I don't think that's what happened. From what I was able to research, it sounds like they just re-released the game in certain discs, certain hard copies of the disc have the reused soundtrack. Some of them have the original soundtrack. So some copies of Raging Blast 2 out there are different because of the soundtrack. That's weird. They didn't just patch it out. I think probably the best way to experience that is to just buy a Japanese copy of PS3 on the PS3. Blah, fucking shit. I think the best way to do that is probably buying the PS3 Japanese version, because that's probably the most unchanged one. I could probably find easily the original soundtrack on a Japanese copy of the game. So that's kind of what I've been planning, because I really do want to play through that game, but I want to play through it with the original soundtrack. I have the game, but the copy I own is not the same copy as I had when I was a kid. So yeah, it's like a really, like, weird, minute thing, something you shouldn't even consider thinking about, but, like, when you play through a game that has a different soundtrack than the original, it doesn't hit the same. That's like saying if you wanted to replay, I don't know, Pokemon Fire Red or Pokemon Ruby Sapphire. You wanted to replay through it, right? But instead of the original, like, track that the game had, you're playing through the game, but it has Pokemon Black and White music in it. Actually, no. The better analogy would be you're playing through Pokemon Fire Red, and you're expecting the Fire Red soundtrack, but instead you get hit with the Pokemon Gold and Silver soundtrack. That's kind of how this is. Like, it wouldn't feel the same. It would just feel weird. Speaking of Dragon Ball games, I want to do a Dragon Ball game soon for the channel. I want to do Dragon Ball Budokai first, because that's, like, the first one I ever played, and it's a game that I still hold in a high standard, because I think it's an honest-to-God good game. It's just unbalanced. But I don't know if I should do the original game or the HD, because like I said, they changed a lot of things after they fired the guy, so they made an HD version, but the soundtrack's different. So yeah, I'll think about it. I really do want to do Dragon Ball Z Budokai, though, because I like that game. I want to do the entire Budokai series. Of all the Dragon Ball Tenkaichi games, I've only beaten 3. Because when I think of the Tenkaichi series, I only think about 3. Because nobody thinks about 1, and I have recently gained an appreciation for Tenkaichi 2, because I didn't realize just how cool the mechanics in Tenkaichi 2 are. It's almost like an RPG, and I love it. So yeah, we'll go through that. Absolutely, just gotta wait for the right time. And then of course we'll do some other Dragon Ball games outside the Budokai series, like Ultimate Tenkaichi, Battle of Z, Fighters, the Legacy of Goku games, Kakarot. I really want to play through Kakarot for the channel. That game is really good. People are sleeping on that game. It is so good. It's either people are sleeping on Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, or people aren't appreciative enough of that game, because whenever I see people talk about Kakarot, they make fun of it. Fucking why? It's a good game. Shut the fuck up. At least I enjoyed it. Probably... The reason why probably... Oh my god, I'm doing it again. The reason why people probably don't like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is because it's in a... Why the fuck can't I fly over there? What the hell? The reason why people probably don't like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is because it's an RPG. And Dragon Ball fans are like fighting game fans, so... Maybe they just don't have... the mindset to play an RPG. I don't know what it is. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is an amazing game in my opinion. Every time Dragon Ball does an RPG, I pop off because, like, RPG Dragon Ball games are fun. Like, if you play Dragon Ball Fusions, that's a bad example. Dragon Ball Fusions is a weird game. I like the concept, I like the idea. The actual gameplay itself is alright. It's not the best. It's okay. But, like, okay, the RPG on DS, Attack of the Saiyans, I haven't played it myself yet. I've been waiting to do a series on it, but, like, I watched TFS play through it. It looks amazing. I want to play it so bad. I'm a sucker for RPGs, especially if it's of an IP that I really like. If Sonic got a better RPG, maybe I'd play through it. Maybe not, actually. Anyway, so that was Tails. Next time, we'll do all of Knuckles' Emblem stuff.